What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out a new single by the band Terminal Dusk, and the name of this song is Marionette. And y'all may remember I did a reaction to one of this band's songs. I believe it was called Everdark, if I'm not mistaken, and I was quite impressed by it. And they recently released their debut EP, which is also called Marionette, and I haven't listened to it yet. I was going to after I listened to the previous single or song, Everdark. Again, I believe that's the name. But I got caught up with listening to other stuff and all that good stuff. But then I saw they dropped an actual music video here for one of the songs on the EP, the title track, Marionette. So I was like, well, before I listen to the EP, let me do another reaction. Let me check out the music video that they released. So I believe it was their debut EP, if I didn't say that already, that they recently released. So I'm looking forward to this. Let's see if it gives us more reason to check out the full EP. And I also got to say, the band was so kind. After I did the previous reaction, they sent me a t-shirt with the band logo. You've probably seen me wear it a couple times on reactions if you watch a lot of my videos. So yeah, huge thank you to the band for that. But anywho, let's see what we got with this song. Rangers, go.
Don't move a muscle too soon. Don't take a breath that's out of tune. A product of your own imagination. Pinnacle of all creation now. You pull the strings and make her sing the lines of your perfect melody. You gather up
What a cool song. This is right down my alley here. First and foremost, though, I want to talk about the video. They really did a great job with the video. It captures the vibe of the song. It's kind of dark, uh, just really cool. I love the outfits, the costuming and all of that, and the way she's up there. They have the ropes almost, like a marionette and all that good stuff, of course, but it just had a dark feeling about it and almost like a old school like 1800s London kind of dark vibe to it, if you will. I'm terrible with like years and stuff. I think like 1800s London and all that stuff is kind of like you just picture kind of like a dark sort of vibe, especially in the corners, the seedy underground, if you will. I don't know, maybe 1700. Again, I'm terrible with that stuff, but it just has that old school. It feels like, these, especially because of the attire and all that, it just has that old kind of gothic vibe. But I mean, if we're talking gothic, that would go a bit before the 1800s even. But anywho, not to get caught up in all that. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed the video. They did a stellar job with that. Now for the song, I mean, again, this sort of style is right down my alley. It's symphonic metal, but it's quite dark, and it even has a bit of a doom metal sort of vibe to it, just because of the nature of it. It somewhat has a slow feeling, the way it plays out. It's not speedy. It's not, I wouldn't. This definitely doesn't have an uplifting vibe by any stretch. It has a very slow, deliberate, kind of gloomy and dark vibe to it. So that's why I say there's a hint of doom in there, which I dig it big time. And just the way the whole song plays out, it's very different. It's very cool, The structure even is difficult to pin down. It's almost like it's just organic, the way it all plays out. It's not rigid. It doesn't feel like it has a very clear and cut structure, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, it just is one. The whole song just feels like it's just one, and it's difficult to pinpoint sections. And I think that's very, very cool. And that's why I say it has a very organic feel to it. Like it just really just almost has a mind of its own. And it's all just playing out naturally without confines, which again is tight. The whole intro was really cool and really set the mood for the song. And one thing I really liked also is the whole song just has a mood, a feeling, an atmosphere about it. And it's very consistent all the way through, no matter what's happening, throughout the main, song, or the guitars or the vocals, or all of that. It retains that feeling of gloom and darkness. And I really, really dig that. You don't lose that feeling from beginning to end. I love the symphonic elements in there, the keyboard. I believe there's, some keyboard in there. Maybe that's what's doing a lot of the symphonic elements, but it adds this back layer that really, I think is the main catalyst for the feeling of the song. It really is the backbone of setting the stage for the song, and it stays throughout. Again, very consistent, elevating it to a grand kind of, making it feel otherworldly in a sense, with the symphonic and keyboard elements in there. So I dig that. And then the more grounded approach is the guitars. And there's lots of sections. I feel like that there's not even really too much guitar, and there's not even too much guitar in general. Like, not even, I feel like there wasn't even really a solo. There's moments where the guitars kind of have some riffs in there, but everything just serves the core of the song. Everything just serves the main elements, the main characteristics and personality of the song, with nothing taking over. And so having a long guitar solo in there, I felt would have undermined the rest of the song. So It's really cool the way that they arranged it all to where the guitars just serve the higher purpose of the song and they don't take over. They add a heavy element to it. You know, it's already dark, but the guitars kind of take that grand element of darkness and gothic nature that's being set by the symphonics and the keyboard and grounds it a bit. So you have those two elements and you almost feel like you're wedged in between the two, which is just cool. Like you feel engrossed in it, you know, enraptured by it, captivated by it between these two elements. So you have the real heavy guitar riffs just kind of creating, you know, bringing, grounding it a bit and adding that heavy nature. And then the symphonics and all that really adding that grand, you know, scope. So it really creates a cool atmosphere and a cool place for the listener to be in. And the drums were nice and heavy. And again, just very prodding, just very deliberate, really, really cool. And then you have the vocals, which add, I feel like, an additional ethereal element to it. Her voice is just so wonderful, and she has such great control that the music is almost like her stage, you know, and she's there, and it's her stage, her playground, to where she can just really weave the lyrics and weave the tale, you know, being told. And she just does such a wonderful job just with the delivery and the range, the movement in her voice, and capturing again that gothic, dark, gloomy kind of vibe. And you just are taken by it. Yeah, just wonderful vocals here. And again, the delivery and control and the way that she just takes the music and almost carries the listener through this gothic tale, but not statically. You know, there's a lot of movement in there, and it's just quite the treat. And wow, I'm very impressed. I liked Everdark, but this one takes it to another level in my opinion. I just, what a well constructed song. Again, right down my alley, the vibe, and very, very cool. Very cool. This band, with their debut EP they just released, and the two singles that I've listened to, lots of potential here. Lots of potential. This band has a bright future, in my humble opinion. They really know what they're doing. They're really crafting their own sound, carving their own path in the genre, with the symphonic metal genre, with infusing other elements in there. And yeah, you know, I really don't know what else to say, but this is one heck of a song. I really enjoyed it. This is a band to watch, folks. I'm saying it right here and now. Power Metal Ranger says Terminal Dusk is a band y'all better keep an eye on, because there's nothing but good things ahead for these folks. So yeah, now's the time to follow them. I'm definitely going to check out their debut EP now. I suggest y'all do the same. If you like this song, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this song here. Were you impressed? Did you hear Everdark? What do you think of that one? Are you going to go check out the EP now? Just what are your thoughts in general? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch y'all next time. Ranger.